Hi, EO Charlotte. This is Michelle Menard joining you from our family farm in the North Carolina foothills. Thank you to all of our SAPs for your support, and I'm happy to introduce David Townsend from Corporate Information Technologies. When I was looking to engage a new technology management firm last year, the biggest thing I was worried about back then was security. And I was concerned what would happen if we had a breach in security. What would that do to our business continuity? How would that impact our vendors, our clients? And more importantly, would we lose business from with our contracts from clients not being happy with us? And then how expensive would it be to get back online? And so I was really happy to find CIT and that they are the security experts. I don't have to know all that. I don't have to worry about it. It's their bailiwick, they've got it. Engaging with CIT was actually very easy and straightforward. They set up a series of meetings over the phone to answer my questions because I had lots of questions initially. And so I no longer have to worry about information technology. I don't have to worry about security. Now I just have to worry about how to better support my team and our customers through a global pandemic and how to get wine delivered at the farm.
So I have a financial background, but it goes back down to my business today is in technology. And I want to focus on technology versus financials. I want to understand financials. So I engaged Lucrum to be able to help me have better insight into my business around, I call it more of the complex financial numbers, not just are we making money or not, but what are the efficiencies, what are the margins, and realistically, what's the strategy around the financial picture, short and long term. And I meet with Kurt once a month, and it's a great hour, and sometimes we're done in 30 minutes just because they're laying out the numbers all right there. Everything's yellow, green, or red. And some months where things are green, there's not much to discuss, but it's still being managed and watched.
The trust is huge, and that's for me at least. It's been a couple years with them at HF Financial. As a small business owner, entrepreneur, I just kept putting all my profits back into the company because I was in control of that. A couple years ago, Ryan had done my buy-sell agreement, and I'd gone ahead and gotten a life insurance policy through him. At some point, I just thought, well, what is there after this? So going in and sitting down with him, he does a very good assessment of you, of who you are, what your thoughts are, what your joys are, what your concerns are, and tries to tailor a plan with you around that. What are your spending habits? I've got a dashboard now that I can go log on to at any time and see the fluctuation of my 401k, my IRA, where my whole life insurance policy is growing to, and where my bank accounts are. So it's all in one nice place, and it's very well presented as well, something easy to look at on a daily basis if I want to. They're not the type of people that are going to take a lot of chances. If that's what you're looking for, it's probably not the people to go invest with. They're looking at the long-term stability of you, your investments, and how you want to look in retirement.
So we had a really great experience working with Spherical. The first thing that we recognized when working with their production team was how professional they were and prepared and really courteous. Took them into our customers' locations. They represented us at our customers' sites and were smiling and professional, very creative. You could tell as they're walking through our customer facilities, their minds are working the whole entire time. They're walking and they're thinking and they're saying, "Hey, hang on a second. Let me walk with the camera like this or like that, or start walking over here and let's talk over here." And so their minds were constantly going, and there was a tone in the video that came through, in part because of the care and commitment that your employees showed to everyone that was involved. I was just so proud of the final product and the story that it told. It's one thing when you're living this story. I don't think we often do a good job of reflecting on what we're doing.
My name is Andy Jones. I'm with Gregg Financial. I've worked with the Metis Group for, frankly, over 8 years at this stage. I would not make a hiring move without them. I had, shall we say, been through 30 to 40 employees before I started working with them, and just never had a great hiring process. And then when I started working with John and Cindy, they changed the whole world for me, and I've had great hires since that program, and have worked with them not only on the hiring process, but also the job creation perspective, and then the coaching for myself. So I'd never make a move without using them. Yes, we're a small business, but you take into consideration what the costs are and the frustrations are with the wrong hire. I just can't see why I would risk it without having the type of professional perspective that they give me. Metis Group, can't say enough about them. Frankly, some of the best money I've ever spent.
So I got to investigating it, and I'd met Brent at an SAP event, and talked to him a little bit, and then I saw him at another SAP event, and he gave me the little orange book. What the heck is EOS? And I read it, and I'm like, man, this is great, and it fills in all the gaps that we were having before with the Rockefeller habits thing, because there wasn't much accountability around it. We weren't tracking things that we needed to track. When we decided we were going to do EOS, I knew right away that I'm going to have a facilitator to do it, because it'd be so much more effective, and that's proven to be true. It's been much more effective. I can fully participate in the meetings. I can think clearer about strategically and long term, as opposed to worrying about who's going to be doing what, or what time we're taking a break, or those kind of things as a facilitator. And Brent really brings a lot of great experience in working with a number of companies, entrepreneurial companies like us over the years, and really helps us think about, some things that maybe we wouldn't think about. He's great at asking those probing questions. We had to remove someone from our leadership team that, without going through the EOS process, that person may still be here. And if that was the case, we'd be in bad shape.